A sharp wind whips through the palm trees as Filipino soldiers patrol the sandy shore. The Philippine flag flutters crisply above them. Breaking news. Philippine forces reinforce Pag-asa Island amid rising tensions in the South China Sea. Flashes across television screens worldwide. Reporters, braving rough waters, land on the tiny island to witness history unfolding. Dramatic radio chatter crackles from a military outpost. Jets from the Philippine Air Force roar overhead, conducting flybys in a show of strength. Out at sea, Navy vessels cut through azure waves, keeping a close watch on the horizon. These sights send a clear message. Pag-asa Island is not just another speck in the ocean. It is now a front line in a global contest. People tune in from Manila to New York, sensing the gravity of the moment. The world's eyes turn to this isolated patch of land. For the Philippines, Pag-asa is a symbol of sovereignty and a flashpoint that could reshape Asia's future. As the sun sets, tension simmers, but hope lingers. Pag-asa Island has become the stage for a bold stand in the face of uncertainty. Pag-asa Island is small, just 37 hectares, or about 91 acres. It sits in the Spratly Islands, in the heart of the South China Sea. On a map, it looks like a mere dot, but its significance is enormous. This island is the largest Philippine-occupied feature in the Spratlys. It is far from the Philippine mainland, over 480 kilometers west of Palawan. Yet for decades, it has served as the country's outpost in the contested waters. Here, every grain of sand matters. Pag-asa is more than a military base. It is home to around 200 Filipino civilians, including families, teachers, and fishermen. There is a school, a local government center, and a small airstrip. Life is simple, but the stakes are high. To the outside world, Pag-asa may seem remote, but to Filipinos, it is a powerful symbol, proof that the Philippines is present, resilient, and determined to defend its claim. The South China Sea is one of the world's busiest waterways. Trillions of dollars in trade pass through it each year. It is also rich in fish, oil, and gas. That's why so many countries want a piece of it. China claims most of the sea, using a 9-dash line that stretches deep into the waters of its neighbors. The Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan all have their own overlapping claims. The Spratly Islands, where Pag-asa sits, are at the heart of this dispute. For years, tensions have simmered. China has built artificial islands, complete with runways and missile systems. Other countries, including the Philippines, have occupied natural islands, trying to hold their ground. The stakes are about more than money. They are about national pride and control over vital sea lanes. Every action in this region is watched closely. One wrong move could spark a crisis with global consequences. The Philippines is not standing still. Over the past few years, it has poured resources into Pag-asa Island. Construction crews have upgraded the airstrip, making it possible for larger planes to land. New homes and government buildings have risen from the sandy soil, offering shelter and stability. Military presence has grown. More troops have been stationed on the island, along with patrol boats, radar, and communication gear. The Navy and Coast Guard now visit more frequently, bringing supplies and keeping watch for intruders. There are plans for a better port, solar power systems, and even internet for residents. These actions are meant to show resolve. They send a message. Pag-asa is not abandoned. It is lived on, defended, and improved. Every bag of cement and every new roof is an act of defiance against those who would challenge Philippine sovereignty. Still, everything comes with risk. These moves strengthen the island, but they also draw the eyes and ire of rivals. China has not stayed silent. Each new improvement on Pag-asa is met with sharp warnings from Beijing. Chinese ships have appeared off the island's coast, sometimes shadowing Philippine vessels, sometimes blocking resupply missions. Tensions often rise when new construction is announced. Other countries watch closely. The United States, Japan, and Australia have voiced support for the Philippines' rights. They conduct freedom of navigation patrols, challenging China's expansive claims. Vietnam and Malaysia, with their own overlapping claims, quietly support Manila's efforts to stand firm. Diplomats talk of peaceful solutions, but, military exercises and sharp rhetoric tell a different story. The South China Sea has become a chessboard, with every move carefully calculated. Each country wants to avoid open conflict, but none wants to lose ground. The world holds its breath. The next chapter in this dispute could shape the balance of power in Asia for decades. For the people living on Pag-asa, life is both ordinary and extraordinary. Children walk to school in flip-flops, dodging puddles left by monsoon rains. Fishermen mend nets under the baking sun, hoping for a good catch, sometimes watched by foreign ships on the horizon. Water is precious. Supplies arrive by boat, often delayed by storms or blockades. At night, the island is quiet except for the hum of generators. Families gather for meals of rice and fish. There is laughter, but also worry. Will they get enough fresh food next month? Will their loved ones be safe if tensions flare? Despite these challenges, pride runs deep. Residents know they are pioneers, living on the edge of their country's territory. "We are here because we love the Philippines," says Maria, a schoolteacher. "This is our home, and we will not leave." Pag-asa's people endure hardship with courage. Their presence is a living statement that the Philippines will not abandon its claim. Officials in Manila are not shy about their intentions. "Pag-asa is ours. We will defend every inch," declares Defense Secretary Eduardo Año. He visits often, bringing supplies and encouragement to the islanders. "We must show the world we are not afraid," he says. Experts echo the urgency. Dr. Maria Santos, a maritime scholar, explains, "Development on Pag-asa is both practical and symbolic. It strengthens the legal claim and supports the people living there." She notes that international law favors those who inhabit and improve disputed features. Local voices ring with determination. "We want our children to have a future here," says Alfredo, a fisherman. "We hope for peace, but we are ready to stand our ground." Even the young dream big. Some want to become teachers or soldiers, serving their island and country. The world listens. These voices, from leaders to locals, shape the narrative and rally national and international support. What happens on Pag-asa Island is more than a local story. It is a test of international law, alliances, and the resolve of small nations. If the Philippines holds firm, it could inspire others to defend their own claims. If it falters, rivals may take bolder steps. The South China Sea dispute touches on trade, security, and the environment. It could affect millions of people, from fishermen to factory workers. A peaceful solution seems distant, but not impossible. Diplomacy, backed by strength, may yet find a way forward. For now, Pag-asa stands as a symbol. It reminds the world that even the smallest community can carry the hopes of a nation. The eyes of Asia and beyond are fixed on this island, watching, waiting, and hoping for peace. The next chapter is unwritten. What happens here could change the course of history. The dawn breaks golden over the island, painting the clouds in hues of pink and orange. Soldiers salute as they raise the flag, while fishermen push their boats into the choppy sea. The hum of construction blends with the sounds of nature. Seabirds crying, waves crashing against coral reefs. Children chase each other across grassy fields, their laughter carried by the wind. Mothers sweep sand from their front steps, keeping homes tidy despite the endless dust. At the airstrip, a plane lands with precious cargo, medicine, books, and the latest news from Manila. Through storms and calm, Pag-asa stands firm. Its people are at the center of a global drama, but life goes on. Every day is a mix of hardship and hope, duty and dream. Pag-asa Island is small, but its story echoes far and wide. Its future, like that of the South China Sea, remains uncertain, shaped by courage, conflict, and the enduring will of its people.